let's get these down. Nice, nice. This is going to destroy, like, this whole push. Evo Valkyrie just murdered that man's entire push. His entire push just vaporized by an Evo Valkyrie. Ew, what's up gamers? It's Turkey here, and today we're going to be playing one of the most underrated spammy control decks in Clash Royale. The reason that I say this deck is underrated is because no one is using it right now. I haven't found it on Royal API or from another YouTuber, but by word of mouth, shoutouts to Luke. But after using it for a few games, it is just a really strong and well-rounded control style of deck. And I feel like the traditional style of log bait with Rocket as the big spell is not as versatile as Poison. Combined with the Evo Valkyrie and Evo Skeletons, the defense of this deck is so strong, you don't even need ability. I know you might be skeptical, but I promise I'll hop into some matches and I'll show you just how good this deck is. Have some trust in your boy, I'm about to put you on. Okay, into our first match here against Rockman. I didn't check my rank. I know we're in the top 10,000, 8 or 9,000 or 7,000 or something. So the level of competition will be really good. So I'm really excited to test these decks against other top players. It might be look a little different than what you face, like if you're at mid ladder or something like that. But the fundamentals of the deck do not change. So, oh wow, my man said all in. And we're going to go like this. It should defend it really well. I understand the sentiment of going for that push. I don't know if he maybe didn't expect me to have a Valkyrie. We have great split lane pressure. I'm actually just going to let that go. I'm curious how he defends that side. Okay, he goes arrows. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go skeletons and we're going to go dark goblin. I don't know if he can afford anything. Maybe a zap. Okay, just a bomber. We're going to get some dark goblin chip. Only one shot, actually. Fair enough. Kind of evens out the damage. So it looks like he's running... It looks like Pekka, some sort of bridge spam, so I think we're going to have a really good matchup. Defending the Pekka can be kind of tricky without a building. You just need to make sure you space out all of your troops really well. Okay, I was going to pressure with Goblin Gang, but I think I'm going to save it because I might need it to defend against lots of the spam that he has. Like, you know, he has the Bandit, the Ghost, the Battle Ram. I'm going to go Valkyrie like this. We're going to have Evo Skeletons and Cycle, so we're going to pressure and hope that we can get a really positive trade with our Evo Skeletons. That's kind of the idea here. Princess lives, which is amazing, because he's going to have to spend on the Princess. We're going to get the Evo Skeletons down. He's going to zap or play a spell of some sort. But if he goes arrows, we can just go Dark Goblin, and that should clean everything up. We can go Gang up high, because he's going to spend a Void, and that's going to defend the Ghost as well. So really good start, honestly, to this game. Bang, bang. Cannoneer, really strong tower troop. If you don't have Cannoneer, you can run it with Princess, but this deck is just a lot better with the Cannoneer because you don't really have a lot of like high DPS, so it's really nice to just have a Cannoneer. Okay, let's go in at the barrel. Okay, he goes for the same thing, kind of like rinse and repeat. I understand that. I'm actually going to do Poison here. It kind of feels like an overcommitment, but it'll force out more elixir from him. I can just go with low skeletons here to counter this. Go for the early Dark Goblin. Remember, he does have arrows, so we're going to cycle the Dark Goblin early. He has arrows and voids, so we're going to try and get him to spend one of those. Okay, now we're going to go Gang, expecting that he's going to go arrows, and we're going to be back. Okay, let's do this to block the Mother Witch. I have to go for a Poison here and eat some damage. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. Overall, decent defense given the circumstances. Like, if you looked at what he had down, you would have thought that I was for sure going to lose my tower. Him having the Mother Witch in this matchup is kind of unfortunate for us. I don't love that, but we can definitely play around it. Yeah, there's the Mother Witch. Of course, she makes an appearance. No surprise. Okay. I'm going to go like this. He's probably going to go arrows, so we're going to immediately Valkyrie log. Yeah, there are the arrows. No surprise. We're going to do this just to preserve our tower. Okay, this is going to do a fine job on defense. Okay, we're going to go in here. It's been a really tight battle. I mean, well played to my opponent. He's playing it well. I'm going to take this Poison. It's a good Poison. Plus, I need the Mother Witch to die before it gets too much value on those Goblins. So we're going to log to make sure that it gets finished off. Princess still getting value on that side, which is great. We're going to Evo Skeletons here early. You could go arrows or something like that, but it's not going to be that great of a play. Nice. Evo Skeletons going crazy. Plus, we have Princess on the right side. This feels like it might be a good game scenario. Well defended. I think that was my mistake giving him arrows value. Let's immediately pressure. All he has is Mother Witch, really. I'm fine with defensive Battle Ram. I'm worried he's going to Mother Witch here, so we're going to log. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Valkyrie high. Valkyrie going to be a really good weapon here. He'll probably be ready for the barrel, so let's get it down early. Okay, arrows come down. Well played. Let's go Goblin Gang, because we know he doesn't have arrows. We just need to watch out for the Mother Witch, which is why we played it low. We're gonna go like this to block the Mother Witch. Can't go arrows here or he'll lose. Let's do this. You can't hit everything with the arrows. Okay, nice. That's great value. I'll take this poison all the way. Get some goblin damage onto the tower. Okay, let's pressure. Keep the pressure up. While we kind of have a nice little advantage. Nice. Let's do this. Nice. I don't really expect him to be able to break through this because Evo Valkyrie is so good. Shoutouts to Evo Valkyrie. Had to use arrows there. And that's log poison range. GG to that Pekka player. Did we play it perfect? No. Did we play it good enough to win? Absolutely. So good first match again against top players. We're going to hold that W. Catch you in the next match. Alright, into our next match here against this player. And against Cannoneer as well. In general, it's pretty good when you see yourself going up against Cannoneer. Because you do have lots of swarms. So, it's kind of nice. I don't mind it. No way we're going up against Pekka again. That'd be, like, crazy. But plausible. Okay, he has Wizard. He played it kind of late. So, this is going to be great damage for us. Could have been great damage for us. Cannoneer just so strong. I'm really a big fan of Cannoneer in this deck. If you don't have it, like I said, you don't need to. I'm going to log like this just so the cannon targets it. And it's only going to get one shot, I believe. Fine with me. Let's go like this. Looks like he's running Pekka or some sort of beatdown man. It's just everywhere. That's kind of why I think this deck is so good, is because it does fairly well against beatdown decks, which are just so prominent, man. You just see them everywhere. Makes me sick to my stomach, all these beatdown players. Just kidding. I make videos on beatdown decks too, but I just prefer these types of decks in general. I'm just going to do the poison right here, just to get that bubble shield off, because it's really hard to defend. The Evo Wizard push when it has that shield on, in general. Okay, he does that. Let's go Dark Goblin early, and I'm going to let that get one shot because I don't want to overcommit. Ah, it actually doesn't even get a shot. That's great. Might go Ghost in front here. I just need to be careful how I defend this. Let's drop the Princess in the back. I know he has Ghost. He has a lot of things, to be honest. Let's do this. Let's go Ram Rider Log. If he goes Zap, we might be in trouble. E-Spirit does a really good job, but not good enough. And he ate that whole barrel on the right side, plus he has counter push. So that act ended up working out well. Evo Skeletons almost always get a positive elixir trade. Not even almost. I mean, they can't. There's really no one elixir card that can counter Evo Skeletons very well at all. Valkyrie on the side, so that way it doesn't dash. Let's go in here as well. So he's running a different type of deck. He has Ram Rider. That's completely new. Let's do this. Unfortunately, Wizard locks onto the barrel, but we get really good damage, so I'm not that upset about it. Princess like this, because it'll lock onto the Wizard. Should even finish it off. I couldn't go Skeletons there like the way that I wanted to, just because the Wizard was present. Let's go Gang here. I don't want to spend anything else, though, because don't want to give him too much value. We forced out the Evo Zap on defense. That's amazing, and I'm actually so happy with that interaction. And you can see it's so hard for him to defend swarms. Like, it's very difficult for his deck to defend swarms, and that's really good for me. He doesn't have Zap in cycle, so let's do this, and let's pressure. I don't want him to be able to, you know, support that Pekka push very easily. Dark Goblin going to do a great job on defense. I can actually let that Royal Ghost go. I'm going to go for a poison here. Evo Skeletons here will force out the Zap, most likely. Beautiful, and he zapped on the wrong side, my man. You should have zapped on the other side. What are you doing? Anyways, that's GG's. Really good matchup for us, to be fair. I'm not going to act like we did anything crazy, but we definitely played it the way that we should have. So GG's to this guy. We'll hold the W, and we'll see you in the next match. Into our next match here against Luca. Luca, we're going to go ahead and give him the good luck. Don't know if this is... I feel like I played against someone named Luca, but I can't really remember. Let's go Goblin Barrel. Opposite of the lane, he spent his bomber. He's going to have to spend something else on the barrel. Arrows come down. No surprise there. I'm going to keep pressuring because he doesn't have bomber or arrows, so whatever he has to play on this, we'll have decent answers for. Let's go like this, just to take care of the bomber as well. And this is only going to get one shot, I believe, even with the rage. So, interesting rage. Let's do this. He has to defend which side to defend here. And he can't afford arrows right away, so he's going to eat a lot of that Dark Goblin chip, so I'm grateful for that. You said well played. I totally agree. He didn't have enough elixir to go for arrows. That was really bad rage by him. It didn't really do anything. Like, he didn't get an extra hit. I mean, it finished off our skeletons, I suppose, but I don't think that warrants taking all of that damage on the right side. So that's probably what I would have done differently if I was him. He's playing Goblin Giant Beatdown, super popular deck right now. I'm not surprised at all to see this deck. Let's do this and this and this. Mistimed that. Now it would be a good rage if he goes for it. That was my fault for giving him that arrows value, and we're going to eat a ton of damage because of it. Oh, no, we're going to lose our whole tower because of it. That was all because we gave him arrows value. Shoot. All right, I'm not going to give up. I mean, I really believe in the power of this deck, especially when you have Evo Skeletons. That was just a tough push to defend. I wish I would have played my Valkyrie better, because it got charged on by the Dark Prince, and then I gave him arrows value. So both of those were things that cost me the tower. It was the culmination of both of those events. So not great for me, but I'm not going to give up just yet. Plus, it's a good opportunity for all of you to learn from my mistakes, as those were definitely mistakes. I can go in for a barrel here, but he does have Evo Bomber, so it's just frustrating knowing that I won't get any damage. Maybe he can't afford it yet if we're lucky. Yeah, he just lets it go. Okay, we're going to log here just to push this back and finish off the egg. So decent defense given the circumstances. I mean, we did defend it well, but we still have a mountain ahead of us in terms of trying to survive. Let's do this to maybe force out arrows or something. Nice. No arrows in hand. Let's go, gang. Okay. Not quite where we need to be in terms of damage. Not at all, unfortunately. Okay. We need to try and get some Evo Skeleton cheese. That's kind of like our best way of winning this match. Nice. Good job to those Evo Skeletons. You can go Bomber, though, and be relatively unscathed. Like last second. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He didn't. Nice. Okay, well, we found ourselves in a two-tower situation. I mean, like I said, I made that mistake early on, and it's kind of difficult for us to defend, but we'll see. When he goes Goblin Giant in the pocket, it's just, like, so tough for this deck. So we'll see. Okay, he plays it at the bridge. I don't hate that for him. Could go arrows here, but he kind of like wants to save arrows for defense, you know. But like this to keep our Dark Goblin healthy. Well, almost keep it healthy, I suppose. Okay. Evo Valkyrie going to be a stellar option on defense. Shout out to Evo Valkyrie. And somehow we're like inching this game back. Like we're in a really, well, not a really good spot. I hate being in two-tower situations with beatdown decks, but we're okay right now. Definitely not great, but we're okay. Okay. Cycle my gang here. Cycle the Valkyrie. Get a nice log off here. Again, just try not to give him too much spell value. There it is. Yeah, I kind of did. He missed one of the Evo Skeletons, though. That's pretty good for us, I'm not going to lie. We're going to get a good poison off here, probably. I'm going to take it because he has to play something onto the Valkyrie. Okay, no, pretty good stuff so far. I mean, we're defending immaculately, given the circumstances. Right as I say that, huh? Right as I say that. Okay, he just uses arrows, though, so let's do this. No arrows in hand, no arrows at all. Okay. Nice. Great poison value. Holy poison value, am I right? Oh no, you can go arrows. No, those arrows were well played. Holy arrows. Let's go this to keep everything alive. It's our turn to strike. No arrows in hand. Block the bomber, and that's going to be GG's. I cannot believe we brought that game back. Way to not give up by us. Holy moly. Really good match. Much respect to our opponent, but we're going to hold that W and catch you in the next one. Now our next match here against Luffy. And if anything, like I feel like that last match goes to show just like how strong this deck can be, especially if you never give up. It has lots of really cool, really good comeback potential, I guess you could say. We're going to go Dark Goblin here. These Larrys should cancel out. That Skeleton's going to tank for just a little bit of our Dark Goblin, though. I expect him to play something onto it. Yeah, okay, looks like we might be up here against 2.6. That would be a really interesting matchup because we don't have a building, so defending a Hog Rider can be kind of difficult for us. So we're going to do this and probably eat one Hog Rider shot. Evo Valkyrie, really, really nice at defending. If they play really well, though, they can defend like damn near everything. You know how it be with 2.6 players. They're just like a different breed on defense, so we'll see what we can do. Evo Valkyrie, like I said, really, really helpful on defense. But other than that, it can be really hard to defend. So we're going to do what we can. Very much just do what we can on these defenses. Okay. We're going to split our Larrys like this. And drop our Princess in the back. Always dropping Princess at the side where they don't have their damage already. Dark Goblin high. He can fireball this, but he can't... Actually, he can't hit both of them. Yeah, I don't know if that's what he was trying to do, but perhaps. That's inside of log range. Let's just do this. He could log if he wanted to. Not sure if that's the move. Okay. He has to defend both sides here. I think it might be kind of difficult for him. No, Evo Ice Spirit does a really good job on defense. So we're keeping up for now. I mean, we'll get good poisons on the Musketeers and all that. But I really need to get to my Evo Valkyrie. Because Evo Valkyrie is kind of the only thing that guarantees no hog hits. Everything else in my deck is kind of spellable. So not great by any means. So I'm actually going to drop my Valkyrie. Okay, he fireballs the Princess. That's fine. Kind of expected him to. We're going to hope for the best on this defense right here. No fireball, so we're going to Goblin Gang down low and hopefully keep this to one hit. Okay, yeah, one hit. That's okay. Like I said, we live. Let's do this right away. Dark Goblin, perfectly timed. Not that I knew he was going to do that, but it worked out fine for us. Okay. We do have Evo Valkyrie in hand, so we should live. He'll probably take this fireball on the other side. No, he doesn't. Okay, let's see what he does. He does. Okay, Valkyrie here to pull this all back. He might go for the fireball. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, the Ice Golem froze the Valkyrie. That is like worst case scenario for us. Oh no. Okay. Not giving up yet though. I mean, he has an incredible lead, but great damage on the left side, almost making up the deficit. Not quite though. Like I said, I can't really defend this, can I? Yeah. Not great for your boy. Okay, probably logs over there. No. Yeah, he does log. But what about the other side? He defends flawlessly. These 2.6 players are a different breed. Okay. You have a great damage over here. You might just try and trade me. Let's keep the Princess alive. No. Yes, she stays alive. Did we just snatch this victory? Did we just snatch this victory? Wow, good game. Told you it's never really over. It's just scrappy. When you play against Hog, you're going to give damage, you're going to take damage, so it's never over till it's over. GG's to Luffy. Pretty tough matchup without having a building, but we edged him out. Alright, see you in the next match. In our next match here against Marthok. So far, so good. I mean, I think this deck is good at all arenas. Like, even if you're a mid-ladder player, I know there's a bit of a learning curve always to using a new deck, but I definitely think it's worth giving this deck a try. It's really strong. I would say it's like skillful, like an 8 out of 10 skill required, maybe even 9 out of 10 skill required. So, you know, if you're up against Mega Knight and you're losing, that happens, man. It happens, and I promise it's going to be okay. Alright, Princess here will do fine. Kind of looks like Royal Giant. Dude, Bomber is everywhere. Bomber nerf needed? Probably not. We're going to go Valkyrie here just to keep my Princess alive and just be a nuisance. Honestly, more than anything. Barrel here as well, just because the Valkyrie's tanking. Like I said, trying to be annoying with this deck. Gets a King Tower activation at the cost of, you know, damage onto his tower. Probably worth it, though. I think I can protect my Princess here. No. Oh, almost. She's dead, yeah. That's right. We have another one in cycle, so we're going to do this. Okay, I don't know 100% what he's running, to be honest. Not familiar. Could be like Mortar or something like that. We'll see. I'm going to go Valkyrie high in case he goes for the charge. It should block it. I don't know the spacing quite yet. Yeah, he did go for the dash and he failed. Let's do this. It should be difficult to defend. So even if he has like a bunch of spam answers, which he does. And I'll take the poison so that way I don't have to spend anything else on it. I think he has Mortar or Graveyard. I'm not entirely sure. If it's Graveyard, we might have just sold the match. We'll see, though. He did spend a lot. If he goes Graveyard, he probably won't have enough to spend anything to support it. Beautiful defense right there. So really nice lead. Still trying to figure out what he's running. Kind of feels like a Graveyard deck, to be honest, which if that is the case, Poison is so nice to have in this deck, and I want to make sure that I'm saving the Poison for the Graveyard. We'll see. That's just the vibes that I'm getting. We're going to go Skeletons just to preemptively be ready for the Goblin Cage. And then Valkyrie as well, because we know he has Tornado, and Tornado Golden Knight is such a deadly combo. This is all, wow, it's a lot of troops right there. I'm gonna do this. It definitely feels like Graveyard now that I've seen a lot of the cards. Gets the Golden Knight dash off. Can't really do a ton about that, to be honest, given the circumstances. So let's do this, and Princess. Good Goblin Cage, getting that down. If it is Graveyard, we don't want to be going same lane, so kind of an unfortunate situation that we might find ourselves in. Let's go Dark Goblin to help out. Oh, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Oh, he actually kind of helped, because I don't think the Dark Goblin was going to defend that. Okay, E-Giant kind of makes more sense. now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, wait, E-Giant is a win condition. I think I've just kind of gone not brain dead, but forgetful that that is a deck that people play. Go Dark Goblin. I don't know if he was predicting Princess or what. We're going to do Poison and Log. He's going to go for a NATO, so we're going to go for our Evo Valkyrie probably. If he goes for the NATO. I feel like he should go for the NATO. We're going to Valkyrie high. Yeah, there's the NATO. It is what it is. We can't do a lot to defend it, to be completely honest. We're going to Princess early. Maybe force out a response. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, so frustrating. I had a feeling he was going to go for the berry. That's why I went for the Poison preemptively. Dark Goblin preemptively as well. He does still need to respond to that Princess, which is really, really good for us. Let's go Valkyrie here. And Log, just to keep pushing it back. We need to watch out for an Evo Bomber. Oh, we might go for some Tornado shenanigans. They love doing that as soon as he gets enough Elixir, perhaps. Okay, good. We survive. And I don't know if he can stop this, like, fully. We're going to go Poison and try and get back to another one. Don't forget about that Princess, and that's going to be a good game. Good game, honestly. I think that matchup's pretty 50-50. The reason I say that is because I don't have a building. So I don't know how I was supposed to defend E-Giant. Pre-cycling Dark Goblin did good. So anyways, close match. GG's. We'll catch you in the next game. Alrighty, into likely our last match of the video against Heavy. If you've made it this far, just know how much I appreciate you watching. I know there's, you know, like a gazillion Clash Royale YouTubers, so, you know, choosing to watch me, just know that I'm grateful. I really am, and like I said, I'm trying to grow the channel and all that, and we're up here against a spam deck. That is not great for your boy, but it is what it is. I'm gonna do this before he, like, protects it. Yeah, okay, he protected it. Rip. Okay, our Princess should live this interaction. Curious to see how well we do against Swarm. I mean, we have decent answers, but by no means would I say we have great answers for Swarms. So we'll see how this goes. Probably just gonna drop my Valkyrie against my better judgment. Yeah, she'll do well. Shoutouts to Mommy Valkyrie. Could log this. Gonna spread everything out. Okay, I don't know if that log was great. I wasn't ready for Royal Giant. Like, Royal Giant spam is not like a deck that I think about as like being a thing, but I guess it is. So Royal Giant spam, he probably has like Royal Giant instead of the Goblin Barrel, so knowing that we can, oh darn it, I mistimed that. We can be like maybe a little more liberal with like our log usage, because we haven't seen the Goblin Barrel yet, so it looks like that might be the case. Princess here will do a decent job. Yeah, pretty good given the circumstances of Cannoneer like kind of sucking. I'm going to save my Evo Valkyrie for the next Evo, the Evo RG. He really messed up that gang. That was definitely a flub. Princess almost lived, but not quite. What are the odds we go up against this like psycho spam deck? Like, how unlucky. But I think we can bring it back. I don't hate the matchup, oddly enough. It's not great, but I can't describe it. All I can say is I don't like absolutely hate it. Let's go gang here. If he goes Princess, I might Poison. No, I don't think I will, actually. I'll just let that go. Okay. Let's get these down. Nice, nice. This is going to destroy, like, this whole push. Evo Valkyrie just murdered that man's entire push. His entire push just vaporized by an Evo Valkyrie. And this left side, look at the left side and the right side. I told you I didn't hate this matchup. I told you I didn't hate this matchup. Oh, my glob. Not over, though, absolutely. Just want to state that right now. I'm going to be careful how I defend this. I'm actually going to let that lock on and then go for a Princess of my own, because at this point it would take something catastrophic for him to win this match. So I'm just trying to avoid that. That's all. We're going to take this Poison. Really, really good value. Log onto... Oh! Wasn't ready for a Mega Knight, to be honest. We can cycle back to another Valkyrie, like, fairly fast, though. Can we? I'm just going to do this. Try not to sell the game. I think we win here if we just defend. Hopefully he doesn't go like Evo RG or something at the bridge. Just like I said, blocking bridge here, and I think poison does enough, so GG's. Really interesting deck. Not bad, just interesting. I've never really seen a deck like this, to be completely honest. I don't know how much poison does, but I'm hoping it's enough. Woo! GG's. That deck was crazy. He had so much spam. One push was all that it took, though, so GG's to Heavy. We're going to hold that W and see you in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. It's so good. It's so strong. I genuinely think this is kind of a counter meta deck, like genuinely. As I've been playing it, I'm beating a lot of the decks that I wasn't beating with different styles of bait. And reminding you that we're inside the top 10K, so we're not at top 200 ladder, but you know, out of millions of players that play this, we're still pretty high up. So this deck, if it works for me here, it'll work for you at mid ladder. So anyways, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And thank you one last time for watching. I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace!